IPL Radio, inspiring passionate lives for the community. Hey everybody, welcome back. Front, left, right, sideways, up and down, a gravitationally challenged, otherwise known as short. I am back. And here is Rob, and we also have our special guest, Jodie, from Down South Therapy. Yes, I need that.
We can help you with that.
Exactly. Hi Jodie, anyway. How are you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so what brings you here today? How can we ask you the first question? That's it, exactly.
No, that's okay. That's all right. So I'm here today because I'll be joining you guys in October for a small segment on a Monday.
That's cool. That's weekly?
Great. Yes.
That's excellent.
Weekly in October. I work for Down South Therapy. So we provide mobile speech, occupational therapy, physiotherapy and psychology in the Rockingham areas and the Peel regions as well, and South Metro areas of Perth. So we've been around for 10 years, and we're really passionate about helping the community out in terms of working with kids that have disabilities and kids that don't have diagnoses as well, helping them to become as independent as possible. And we also work with teens and adults as well. So strong passion of working in the area.
Yeah, awesome. How long have you been doing that for?
We've been around for 10 years this year, so 10 years in February, which is
happy
great.
Birthday.
Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. Double digits.
Yeah. Finally a big kid.
We are. And it's really great. I'm a local, and to Safety Bay, I've been here for my whole life, and my family have too, and I'm just really passionate about helping the local community out as much as possible, and I love giving advice and help to anybody. So I guess the call out to anybody out there that's needing any help on the Monday, I'll be available to answer some questions, and anything is open to any areas of what's going on for your kids or teens, adults, a range of things. So certainly happy to lend a hand.
Oh, do you travel to schools and stuff, do you?
We do, yeah. So we travel out to schools and homes and essentially anywhere in the community. Sometimes we're working with kids, and we are working with kids obviously, but working as well with teenagers, just doing things, sitting around at home, sometimes isn't the best way. So we also head out to parks and go for walks and kick a footy while we're doing some of the work, with people that we're working with. So
therapeutic football, that sounds good.
Pretty much. It's amazing, when we're doing things, how much we can start to talk and really help people out. So
yeah, I did a year of walking down to the park for just half hour. You'd be amazed how much just half hour sunshine and air does your mental health good.
The outdoors is great. I've grew up camping, and that's proper camping, not like this glamping we do these days. So
roughing it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, proper tent in the bush and stuff like that. Was it bush toilets, the whole lot? It's good. It's good. Nature is brilliant. So. Yeah.
How did you find IPL then?
That's a good question. There was a call out from Tris, and I think that we've certainly got shared values in terms of helping the community out. I've also got a really strong mental health focus in helping kids and adults as well as family members and around that area too, and really helping to upskill the community as a whole. And I know that Inspire's quite passionate about helping people across all areas of life. So I think we've got quite a shared interest, and I'm sure we'll have a shared interest with a lot of the people that listen to Inspire as well. So really hoping to lend a hand to people that might not be able to access services, but hopefully some of the advice I can give can help people with some strategies to try at home. Yeah.
Sounds good. So how long have you actually been a therapist yourself? When did you start?
For sure. Oh gosh, I've been a therapist since 2006, and my background's occupational therapy. And again, my journey in becoming an occupational therapist has really been, I love to do lots of different working in lots of different areas, and occupational therapy's enabled me that opportunity to do that and to really help people develop their independence in all areas of their daily living. So, working, like I said, both with people that have diagnoses and disabilities, and people without as well, who are just needing a general boost up to help them out in the community. So And like I said, it's been a really good thing being able to open up the practice in the area that I live, because I've got a really strong connection, like I said, with the area, and I've been really passionate about helping people out in the local area too. So, yeah.
So do you work like lots of clubs and stuff? Do you, like, I mean, what I'm saying is, do you have like a proper youth group or something that maybe people can go to every week?
For sure. So we, at the moment, we run groups generally in the school holiday times, and we're looking to run some more ongoing groups as well. So some more of around the social skills, and I guess with COVID striking up a little bit too, we developed some online telehealth groups over Zoom, which have been really great in working with our teens. So they're fantastic, and we're looking to expand on groups. But generally, all of the therapists that we have work one-on-one with people. So it's all very individualised and tailored. And I guess the same as our groups as well. You know, we like to get like-minded people, you know, with the similar strengths and interests in certain areas in a group. So it definitely links in with their goals and what they're wanting to achieve.
Oh, that sounds good. So what is it, or what was and what is your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge at the moment, it's been, I guess, a little. That's a great question. Yeah. You got
right
me.
To the
you
point.
Got me. Would be around having, I guess, being able to help as many people as we want to be helping. So, like I said, there's lots of wait lists everywhere for people to be able to access services, and you know, we're unfortunately in a similar boat at the moment. And we're constantly developing our services to be able to reach as many people as possible. And so I guess this is where I've really seen an opportunity to be able to help people out on a larger scale, ideally, you know, so that hopefully some of these strategies, you know, while people might be waiting for services with us or with other places, it might be able to give them some strategies and ideas to go with while they're waiting. Yeah.
Oh, cool as.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of fun you have with the person to pretty much do anything.
So there's a backlog, you were just saying. Is it a lack of volunteers with therapy training that's slowing things down, or maybe it's facilities? What's the struggle?
I think that's it's really, and again, another good question about that. So I think there's a lot more people out there that are aware of the help that's available, which is fantastic. And in terms of therapists' availability and people who are coming out as therapists, and the progressions around that has been a bit of a tricky struggle, with, I guess, the need in the community for some additional assistance and the availability of therapists. And I think that's across the board with many organisations at the moment, unfortunately. So we're just trying to hit out to as many places as we can to be able to give some advice and some strategies for people to go with in the meantime, and really functional help as well. So, you know, things that can be done every day, you know, things around anything to do with child development, really, that we can lend a hand with.
So how long does it take to actually become an occupational therapist?
Yeah, sure. So my background, I was quite fortunate when I went through. They had a double degree with occupational therapy and primary and education. So I'm both an occupational therapist and a teacher. So my degree took 5 years, but the general therapy degrees normally take 4 years, and psychology degrees a little bit longer on top of the 4 years as well. Yeah.
Hard.
Yes. It's been a slog, but it's worth it. It's so worth it, and it's so much fun, and it's so rewarding. Yeah. Yeah.
So when you say with the volunteers, does everybody have to be a therapist to volunteer, or can just somebody off the street come in and help?
Yeah, for sure. So everybody, I guess, who works for us are therapists or they're therapy assistants. Therapy assistants get a certificate in therapy assistant work, so it's a little bit different to the length of time that's needed for therapists. So we meet people who have an interest in wanting to run some of the therapy programs that we offer. and we encourage them to look into that as a cert that they can get as well. We'd love to have volunteers, and that would expand into when we get, I guess, more groups running and things like that, and getting more hands on deck. And we also, I guess, we do also take on students through the universities who are doing placement with us, who receive that support from our therapists as well while they're on their placement. So I guess that's that element of the volunteering is something we have at the moment. Yeah,
sounds good. So I mean, would this cost anybody to come and help you guys out with it, or to get a certificate or something, or could somebody just say me,
Sure.
for instance, could I just come in and say, hey, I'd like to help out, and I'd be there for a year or 2 years or whatever, and I'd come out with a little bit of a certificate saying, hey, I've done a bit of therapy help.
We don't have that at the moment, but it's certainly something that we can look to consider, particularly, like I said, when we're looking to run some groups and, needing some more of the hands on deck for those elements as well. So without a doubt, that would be great. And, we always, if there's people that are interested in studying it, in regards to a therapy assistant role or a therapist style role, we do offer a lot of shadowing as well for people, where they can come out and see a little bit about what we do, to see if that's an area of interest for them as well.
Definitely see some interest from schools and stuff like that, or even work experience, stuff like that.
That's what popped into my head, is going down to the universities next time we got an out show. We'll give you a ring and make sure we pass to the psych students. Come on, get some work experience.
Absolutely.
I mean, trades like what you got yourself there, it's a sort of a dying breed, I suppose, because you've got a lot of the young generation, which everyone's into computers, and a computer won't be a good therapist. It'll be a distraction from reality, but not a therapist.
Yeah, exactly.
A horrifying mental image of you press a CD drive and it's just pills.
That's it.
I don't need that help, man.
It's like the movie Idiocracy. Have you seen that one?
I haven't, no.
Oh, it's brilliant. It is a true representation of what I believe is going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
You go into a hospital, so you go, oh, I'm feeling sick, and somebody looks at you with a real strange, confused look, and they press a button. If you've got a head, knee, legs, elbows, you press press the button for that assistance. I've got a sore knee.
And it just takes away from that personal side, which is so important in that rapport development, which is such a big thing with therapy and working with people and developing those relationships, which is just so beautiful. And I think that's one of the most rewarding things about the work that we do, is that we have that opportunity to develop those relationships with people, and those relationships as well can be over time as well, depending on what their needs are too. So sometimes it's short term, so sometimes people only need a little bit of a boost up and they're off and away, and sometimes people have a few more needs, so it can be a longer term process. But knowing that you can work with someone for a long time is a great thing.
And the focus is mental health therapy?
A range. So we work in the mental health area, but we also help people with day-to-day tasks. So whether that be any people struggling with behaviours at home, or different things like that, or sensory needs. So some kids struggle with their attention and their concentration, so we help out quite a lot with that, across other areas of daily living. So whether that be how people are going with meal times, so picky eaters, with toileting, and learning to toilet train, those types of skills as well as the day-to-day, so social skills, how people are going at performing their tasks at school, so things like handwriting and things like that. And then, that's probably a lot in the OT realm, but across the board with speech, that also looks at how kids are going at understanding language and using their words as well, clearly, as well as social skills in a lot of other areas too, and literacy development. So, and then physio, again, that can be quite a lot larger as well in terms of their participation in day-to-day activities too.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And inclusion in things at school as well, to do with their gross motor skills.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because I was thinking of my cousin, he's wheelchair bound and is kind of experimenting with finding some more independence in his life at the moment. He's got cerebral palsy, and it sounds like you guys would cover the whole range of the physical therapy that he needs, and some of the assistance around the house, and also the mental health side of it, like communication skills.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's
definitely.
just a shame he's not in the right suburb.
That's okay. And it's great that there's so much help in the community as well for people across not only here but across all areas of the community. But equipment needs is definitely another area too that's super important that we work in. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah. So what about languages? Do you help with other languages, like say if
Jeg snakker
Korean
bare litt norsk.
yeah, something like that, exactly. If somebody comes in who doesn't speak the language, that's what I'm trying to think of, like Korean or Mandarin or something, or
For
Jodie
sure.
like mine. Somebody with a different language. Have you got multiple like languages there, have you?
We do have therapists that do have are able to speak other languages as well. And we do tend to find that when we're working with kids that they often speak multiple languages too. And, they might speak a stronger language at home compared to what they'd be using in the community. So we can work across the board with that. We don't help people with picking up French or Spanish or things like that. Not quite our field, but we do as well, I guess, in terms of the speech therapy aspect and speech pathology. Speech pathologists also help people with accent reduction too. So if that can be problematic in terms of how they're going in the community, then that's certainly something that speeches can help with too.
Yeah. I was just thinking, just in mind, because if a lot of Asians come over here and stuff like that, and sometimes the children don't quite adapt, and obviously they speak both the languages, like English and whatever they speak, and sometimes the child might need that little boost to say, this one is car, this one is dog, you can say that, and just to break them out of the shell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that'd be good to help them, yeah.
Absolutely, and kids as well, they're very adaptable too in learning multiple languages, just in how their little brains are set up. So they certainly pick it up quite quickly, which is great. Yeah,
Something like 50% faster than an adult can.
Oh yeah, I bet. And 50% faster than me even then. So what about music? Do you have any music programs at all? Because music is the therapy of the soul, isn't it?
I love music.
Yeah.
I used to teach guitar actually moons ago, so I'm highly passionate about music and using that as a mechanism. And certainly for some people, that's an area that we do like to explore. So, as an occupation for people to do, or an activity for people to do, that can help them out over the day into learning a new skill, we can definitely help. Or whether it be something that's just listening to music as part of your day, or listening to music if it's too noisy in the environment, pop some headphones on, and that can help to block out other noises.
Yeah.
So if you're at the shops and things are getting a bit too noisy, even for kids, for adults, for teens, popping your headphones in, and those types of strategies that can be done really, really easily, and music obviously having that effect of blocking other sounds out that can be quite annoying, but also being, having that therapeutic benefit as well, is super important. So I love music as a means.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's always been my therapy.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm having a nostalgic 90s day today on here, so everything from the 90s.
Oh, nice.
So yes, just played some Ugly Kid Joe, and that brought me back to my school days.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes, Backstreet Boys. That's the one. Everybody's Back.
Nice.
I think I've got that somewhere.
Nice.
There's Scooby snacks on that list.
Yes, Scooby snacks. Everyone needs Scooby snacks. So have you got any requests for any songs? You got any 90s songs yourself you want to listen
Oh my
to?
gosh, I should have been prepared for this. Oh,
That's
gosh,
all right. I can find one during the conversation.
Oh, you find one. You find one. Any of the classics I'm into.
Classics. Metallica.
Bit of Nothing Else Matters by Metallica is the go-to.
All right, you've done that. All right.
Yep. That's
going
my
on.
fave.
Every time I pick up the guitar, that is the first song I play.
Love it.
Rob's a guitarist as well. So.
Love it.
Yeah.
Music session.
Yeah, that's it. So
you made a mistake letting Tristram know that you play the guitar though, because he'll want you on the stage now.
Oh gosh, there's a stage here.
Yeah, we're actually doing a 24-hour broadcast from here as well.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we're doing talent and stuff, and
Yes, in less than 10 days' time now. We're doing it on the The 11th.
11th.
The 11th.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
I'm going to play all my parody songs.
Oh, yeah. a bit of Weird Al.
Yeah.
Call him Weird Rob.
Yeah, they called me that before too.
In a good way, though. Always a good way. I can't really think of any other questions. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add.
No, I'm just really excited to be jumping on board and helping out as much as possible, and hopefully hearing what's happening out there, out and about in the community, and seeing what we can do to help, and hanging out with you guys as well.
And
Be
before
super.
we jump to music, we should probably go through the best ways to contact
Sure.
Down South Therapy for the people listening.
Yeah, no worries. So, best way, just over the we've got a website page. Gosh, see, technology. I'm a 90s girl, so no, that's okay. We're on Facebook, so over Facebook on our website, we've got a contact page. Over the phone, you can find us as well.
Here's the
which is
test.
great.
One of the actual addresses. Telephone numbers and everything. You can say all the W's, Facebook, and stuff like
No worries. You can catch us on the phone on 0404 698 218, over Facebook at Down South Therapy, or over the website www.downsouththerapy.com.au.
Awesome.
Best ways to catch us.
Cool.
That's the
And we'll put those
easiest,
links in the YouTube video description. So you go down in there in those comments. You look for those links.
Do it. Good therapy or else.
Or don't. We're just happy to help.
That's terrible.
After listening to us, they'll need the therapy.
Oh, I think so, yes. Well, guess what? I have actually found your song straight away.
Oh, brilliant.
That was like ninja skills. and it's
Ninja.
It's like
Didn't
that.
even see you searching for it.
Exactly.
That was magic. There you go.
Jedi tricks, you see. I've got nearly all the Metallica songs here anyway, because that is what I wrote.
Beautiful.
So good.
Love
Alrighty.
it.
Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
No worries.
And, yeah.
And stick around, help yourself to coffee, and
Easy.
browse the art.
Yes.
I've done a lot of it.
Oh, lovely. Love it. Love
so
it.
Rob Prosen's art there. He says, I browse the art.
Yeah, browse it. Shower me with compliments. I need them.
Yes, that's it.
No
I will
worries.
put your song on and
Sure.
we can all enjoy Metallica's Nothing Else Matters. Enjoy.